Cheesy, low-budget legal drama music plays and then fades into the background.
Hey you. Yeah, you, the cultivator. Has your spiritual foundation been injured in an accident that just wasn't your fault? Do you lie awake at night just feeling that cold dread of heaven's resentment curse creeping into your dantian? Look, are you, or maybe a loved one, facing a sudden and, let's be honest, an unwanted return to mortality?
Listen to me. Don't suffer in silence. Every single day, thousands of cultivators just like you are losing centuries of hard work to this silent pandemic we're calling cultivation collapse. But you don't have to be another victim. No way. You have rights, and I'm here to tell you about your options.
Okay, let's get real for a second, because this is serious stuff. The established sects, the big shot alchemists, they don't want to talk about the real symptoms. Oh, they'll sell you some pricey pill and just send you on your way. But we need to face the facts, right here, right now.
Do you ever get that uncontrollable shaking deep in your spiritual core? Is your chi, which used to be like a calm river, now a raging berserkin torrent, just threatening to tear you apart from the inside? Are you seeing actual cracks in your dantian, the very engine of your power? Are you watching centuries of your painstaking effort just leak away? Does the fear of waking up a powerless mortal keep you from your meditation? If you answered yes to even one of these, you are not alone.
But what if I told you there's a solution that the establishment doesn't want you to know about? A method that just cuts through all the noise and delivers real, tangible results. They're going to call it heresy, they'll call it unorthodox. You know why? Because it threatens their whole monopoly on outdated, ineffective treatments.
His name is Elder Lin Fan, and he is not some dusty old master clinging to ancient scrolls, okay? He's a trailblazer, a brilliant formation innovator who has developed a groundbreaking technique to fight back against the collapse. He's a man of the people, and he's fighting for the little guy. Let's just break it down nice and simple. The old ways, they offer you expensive pills that don't work and dusty scrolls with zero answers, all while you're living with the constant risk of total collapse. But the Fan method, we are talking guaranteed stability. We're using ancient, primordial arts for safe, controlled progression. It's the difference between fear and a limitless future.
It's called the Samsara Foundation Reforging Art. Sounds profound, right? Well, that's because it is. This is not some patch job. This is a journey into a pure, untainted realm. It's a fundamental reset, letting your spiritual foundation remember its perfect original state.
But hey, talk is cheap. You want proof? Of course you do. So don't just listen to me. Listen to the cultivators whose entire futures have been saved by Elder Fan. This right here is Su Mei. She was at the peak of foundation establishment, but her chi was shaking. Her breakthrough was impossible. She was desperate, completely hopeless, on the verge of losing it all. She came to Elder Fan as a last resort, ready to do absolutely anything for a chance.
And the result? One session. Just one entry into the secret realm. Her foundation? Perfectly stabilized. In fact, stronger than ever. 100% success. She's now getting ready for her breakthrough to core formation. How about that?
And you think this only works for junior disciples? Let's look at a high-profile case. Ning Xinyi, the Ice Phoenix, a powerful core formation expert. Before Elder Fan, her foundation was like cracked glass, facing impending doom. And after? A foundation of solid steel. She became, and this is a direct quote, a speed-running goddess. And look, the data doesn't lie. Her first run through the stabilization realm took 10 minutes. By her third run, she cut that time in half. By her 10th, an absolutely astonishing 90 seconds. Folks, this isn't just healing, this is optimization, a level of efficiency the old masters can only dream of. So, with results like these, you'd think the sect would be celebrating him, right? Giving him a medal? Wrong. The establishment, the old guard, they're terrified, and they're trying to shut him down with a sham trial built on nothing but lies and jealousy. Just look at these ridiculous charges. Demonic arts because his method actually works. Heresy because his knowledge isn't in their dusty old library. Yin devouring because he has a unique payment model. Otherworldly formations because he's an actual innovator. It's a witch hunt, plain and simple.
But did he back down? No way. He deployed a flawless three-step defense. First, he reframed their accusations with pure, undeniable Dao logic. Then he exposed their true motives, greed and jealousy. And for the final blow, he revealed the tragic truth that he sacrifices his own life essence, his own cultivation future, just to power these realms and save others.
And this was his checkmate. They called for a trial by fire and a formation that would supposedly kill any demon. Did he hesitate? Not for a second. He accepted, and then he made them a death pact. He said if he survives, his accusers have to go in next to prove that their hearts aren't the ones tainted by greed. They were exposed as total cowards, and he cemented his status as a righteous martyr.
Which brings us to the price. A miracle this profound must cost a fortune in spirit stones, right? Well, not exactly. Elder Fan operates on a much more, let's say, personal model.
The currency here is sincerity. Remember how he sacrifices his own life force for you? Right. Well, that energy needs to be replenished. It's a completely voluntary post-treatment exchange of gratitude. See, he helps you first, asking for nothing up front. Only after you are saved and completely satisfied is a sincere donation requested.
Now, the payment plans are flexible. For male disciples, this might mean some rare materials or maybe a few future favors. For qualified female disciples, this sincerity can take the form of a more direct, harmonious energy exchange to replenish the elder's life force. You know, it's all about balance.
So don't let your cultivation journey end in ruin. And don't let the establishment tell you there's no hope. When your foundation is shaking and your future is breaking, there is only one name you need to know. Better call Fan. Operators are standing by.